Assalamu alaikum dear students. It's class 12th lecture. We are discussing the wave optics lecture number 12. That's polarization of light. In the polarization of light, it's lecture number 12. So today our topic is polarization by reflection. Or we can say it Brevester's law. Very important question. Polarization by अगर किसी ने नहीं देखा है पोलराइजेशन का लेक्चर देखिए पहले. पोलराइजेशन we say it's the phenomena of restricting the vibrations of light in one possible direction that's perpendicular to the plane of propagation of light is called polarization. तो पोलराइजेशन पोलराइडर्स थ्रू होते हैं, बहुत सारे क्रिस्टल्स थ्रू होते हैं, लेकिन आज जो हम डिस्कस करने वाले हैं दैट इज पोलराइजेशन बाय रिफ्लेक्शन. पोलराइजेशन बाय रिफ्लेक्शन. Reflection से पोलर ये this phenomena was observed or by Brewster. तो that's why it's also called Brewster's law. तो Brewster ने क्या देखा? इसने देखा कि when a beam of incident unpolarized light is incident on some surface, transparent surface या on a glass slate मान लो, तो इसमें क्या होता है. फॉर एग्जांपल हम एक्स वाई इज द सरफेस जिस पर हमने इंसिडेंट रेडिएशन अनपोलराइज्ड रेडिएशन. सो a part of light is reflected and a part of light is refracted. तो कुछ हिस्सा लाइट का रिफ्लेक्ट होता है और कुछ हिस्सा रिफ्रैक्ट होता है. उसने डिफरेंट एंगल्स पर ट्राई किया और ये जो दे आर पार्शियली पोलराइज्ड. refracted beam and reflected beam sometimes they are partially polarized. जब इसने different angle of incidence पर try किया तो एक एंगल पर the reflected light was completely plane polarized. इसने एक ऐसा angle of incidence देखा जिस पर अगर हम unpolarized को उस एंगल पर लगाएंगे तो जो reflected light आती है वो completely plane polarized होती है. So that angle is called angle of polarization. That angle, मान लो हमने angle of polarization I, angle of incidence is called theta-P पर लगाई, तो that means जो reflected light है, जो reflected light that becomes completely plane polarized. तो that this angle is called angle of polarization. So what is Brevester's law? When a light is incident, unpolarized light is incident on a refracting surface at an angle equal angle of incident equal to angle of polarization, the reflected light is completely plane polarized. And also इसने observe किया कि at this angle of polarization, the refracted beam and reflected beam they form an angle of 90 degree. They are at perpendicular to each other. They are at right angle to each other. So ऐसा क्या होता है कि देखो होता क्या है कि जो every vibrations we know in an light is an electromagnetic wave. It has got vibrations perpendicular as well as parallel to the surface. Any vibration it has got electric and magnetic field vibrations which are perpendicular to each other. So any vibrations of light it can be resolved into two components. One can be parallel to the vibrations of glass slate and other can be perpendicular. So if parallel are represented with dots, parallel vibrations, parallel beams, they are represented by dots and they perpendicular are represented by arrows. अब ऐसा क्या होता है कि जब हमने एंगल पर डिफरेंट एंगल्स पर ट्राई किए तो these parallel beams they are stopped. And the perpendicular beams they are refracted and parallel beams are reflected at the angle of polarization. And at certain angle, at any angle, partially polarized light is obtained, refracted light is partially polarized, and this reflected light is also partially polarized. But at the angle of polarization, these parallel beams are completely stopped and they are reflected, so we obtain a plane polarized beam, reflected beam, and this refracted beam is partially polarized, and also we observe that the angle between the reflected and refracted beam is 90 degree. It is 90 degree, they are at right angle to each other. And also we know there is a statement, जो Brewster's law, you have to state and prove Brewster's law. It also states that mathematically, जब हम इस statement को आपको समझ आया होगा, जब हम mathematically इस statement पर आते हैं तो हम कहते हैं at the angle of polarization, at the angle of the refractive index of a medium, ये जो refractive index of medium जो होता है mu, that becomes tan of angle of polarization. So the refractive index of any medium is tan theta p, where theta p is the angle of polarization. So what we have to prove? We have to, if you are supposed to prove the Brewster's law, it says that the refractive index of a refractive medium is measured as a tan of angle of polarization. The refractive index of refractive medium is measured as a tan of angle of polarization. So this is the Brewster's law, and this is. Let us suppose now we can prove it easily. This is not so. For example, we have this light beam B. This is A. This is O, and this is let's suppose C. Now मैंने इनको नाम दिए इन beams को. तो we know that angle BOY plus angle COY. Now angle BOY plus angle COY, that's 90 degree. ठीक है, this BOB is perpendicular to OC. अब इसमें ये दो एंगल ये और ये मिला के 90 आता है, क्योंकि at the angle of polarization, at the angle of BO is perpendicular, क्योंकि हम बात कर रहे हैं एंगल ऑफ पोलराइजेशन की, क्योंकि हमने बीम को एंगल ऑफ पोलराइजेशन. नाउ BOY अगर हम देखेंगे कि BOY B that's 90 minus this theta p. अब देखो ये और ये नॉर्मल है 90 है, तो इसमें से इस 90 में से BOY निकालो तो 90 में से BOY निकालो. सो ये जो BOY है इट इज 90 माइनस थीटा p, 90 माइनस थीटा p, क्योंकि आप देखो ये है नॉर्मल, ये नॉर्मल और ये है एंगल, तो 90 में से BOV, ये BOY इक्वल BOY इज 90 माइनस थीटा p. 90 को थीटा p माइनस करो तो ये BOY रह जाता है, और ये COY इट्स 90 माइनस थीटा p, 90 माइनस R डैश, 90 माइनस R डैश. ये मान लो एंगल ऑफ रिफ्रैक्शन, लेट्स सपोज दिस इज R डैश. So angle COY is that is 90 minus R dash is equal to 90 degree. अब ये 90 वहां जाके प्लस और माइनस बन जाएगा, ये वहां कैंसिल होगा. तो मान लो हमें थीटा p, ये थीटा p वहां ले लो, तो थीटा p इज इक्वल टू ये शिफ्ट किया 90 माइनस R डैश, या R डैश अगर आपको चाहिए तो R डैश angle of refraction is 90 minus theta p. R dash is equal to 90 minus theta p. According to Snell's law, mu is equal to sin I divided by sin R dash. According to Snell's law. तो Snell's law कहता है mu is equal to sin I divided by sin R dash. So mu is equal to sine of I is theta p, because here I is theta p. So R dash हमने निकाला 90 minus theta p, sine of 90 minus theta p. तो sin theta p sin 90 minus theta हो गया cos theta. तो mu will be equal to sine of theta p divided by cos of theta p. So sin theta p divided by cos theta p, that's tan theta p. So mu is equal to tan of theta p. This is the Brewster's law. The refractive index is tan of angle of polarization. This proves the angle, and this refractive index is equal to tan of angle of polarization. This was about the Brewster's law. इसके बाद हमें Marlow's law पर आना है, तो वो भी पढ़ेंगे. इसके बाद हम use of polarizers और कुछ अगर इसमें बचा होगा तो वो भी देख लेंगे. Stay connected and subscribe the channel. Thank you.